नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है राजीव कुमार बजाज यानी आर के बी और मैं हूं इस वक्त एडवोकेट प्रदीप नाम्बियर जी के साथ। प्रदीप जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार।
आप सब लोगों को प्रदीप जी और मेरी तरफ से और पूरे नेशन नाउ की टीम से आप सब लोगों को जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी, वंदे मातरम।
वंदे मातरम।
जय सिया राम,
जय श्री राम।
हर हर महादेव,
हर हर महादेव।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम,
यस,
सत श्री अकाल, गुड इवनिंग, शलोम, वाणकम, बाकी सब भी। प्रदीप जी, तो अमित शाह जी बॉम्बे में, मुंबई में, और मुझे लगता है कि जो अभी जो अंदर से खबर आ रही है, पता नहीं कहाँ तक सच है, मुझे मालूम नहीं, ऑफिशियली वी डोंट नो एनीथिंग, कि ये कहा जा रहा है कि भाई एनसीपी को कहा जा रहा है कि आप 3 सीटें ले लीजिए लोकसभा की, अजीत दादा पवार की, और एक नाथ शिंदे जी को कहा जा रहा है कि आप 11 ले लीजिए। मतलब, लेकिन अगर देखा जाए तो पिछली बार भी एनसीपी ने सिर्फ 4 सीटें जीती थी, दे वन 4 सीट्स एंड द कांग्रेस वन 1 एक सीट जीती थी कांग्रेस ने। तो कांग्रेस की तो बात छोड़ दीजिए, यहाँ पे अगर उन्होंने 4 सीट पिछली बार जीती थी और आज पार्टी में स्प्लिट हो गया है, तो लिहाजा 3 सीट्स आई थिंक इज अ जनरस ऑफर।
now this is how they adjust and take it among themselves. Right now, Modi wants to be the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi wants to repeat the hat trick.
Yes.
He wants 400 plus, and if he wants 400 plus, then you need to have all these kinds of alliances and a little more than what they can afford. But and the lessons to be learned from last alliance, where Uddhav ji को बहुत सारे seats दिए थे, and they believe that they won because of Narendra Modi ji. बार-बार पार्लियामेंट में बोलता था कि you won because you had Narendra Modi ji on your hoardings. So now Mr. Modi has to take a call whether he is going to be a little bit lenient and give them more seats.
भाई
और
पिछली बार उद्धव जी की 18 सीटें आई थी,
exactly sir.
और बीजेपी की 23, so
Yes,
141 among themselves। तो अब एक नाथ शिंदे जी तो शायद मान गए, वो तो कहते हैं ठीक है हम 11 पे भी लड़ लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं।
11 या 8 दे रहे हैं
या 8 पे, पता नहीं, ये भी है।
8 दे रहे, 11 भी नहीं दे रहे सर।
हाँ, 11 भी नहीं दे रहे, 8 दे रहे हैं, सॉरी 8 दे रहे हैं, क्योंकि 37 सीट्स पे शायद बीजेपी लड़ेगी। बीजेपी
Yes,
फाइट
yes.
ऑन 37 सीट्स, 37 पर बीजेपी लड़ेगी, 8 दे दिए एक नाथ शिंदे जी को और 3 सीट दे दी एनसीपी को, तो 48 हो गए। सो दैट्स समवॉट ह्यूमिलिएटिंग, डोंट यू थिंक?
एग्जैक्टली सर।
और लेकिन एक नाथ शिंदे जी के पास आर्गुमेंट के लिए है कि अगर आप देखें तो कि भाई आपकी पुरानी पार्टी थोड़ी है, मतलब बीजेपी लॉजिक इज वेरी सिंपल। लेकिन एक नाथ शिंदे जी कहते हैं कि भाई मैं तो असली शिवसेना हूँ, इलेक्शन कैंपेन ने कहा है, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने कहा है।
बाला साहब ठाकरे जी के विचार लेकर एक नाथ शिंदे जी जा रहे हैं
जी,
और अमित शाह जी ने खुद आज पूछ लिया सब लोगों से, संभाजी नगर का विरोध करने वाले कभी बाला साहब ठाकरे जी का वारिस हो सकता है क्या? That's what he asked the people, and he was attributing that to Uddhav Thackeray, saying that he. So now the call has to be taken. Now BJP is acting tough. I think BJP is acting tough.
In fact there is a possibility now, there is speculation to the effect कि 37 के बजाय 40 से महाराष्ट्र में बीजेपी 40 सीट ले लेगी। बाकी जो 8 हैं आप उसमें बांट लो भाई, 4-4 कर लो आप लोग, सीधी बात है। ऐसा करके भारतीय जनता पार्टी करेगी, बिकॉज दे डोंट वांट टू मिस आउट ऑन एनी अपॉर्चुनिटी। क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का ये कहना है कि जो शिंदे और एनसीपी को जो वो सीट्स देंगे वो हिट और मिस है, उसमें 1 या 2 सीट्स ऐसी हैं जो 100% हैं, बाकी यू डोंट नो। अब देखिए वेस्टर्न महाराष्ट्र में जिस प्रकार अभी प्रिपरेशन चल रही है अजीत दादा पवार की सुप्रिया सुले जी के खिलाफ, इट इज पवार वर्सेस पवार, एंड शरद पवार साहब हैज वो तो ज़मीन पर आ गए हैं, वो तो लड़ रहे हैं। वो हर एक को ये सोच रहा था कि शरद पवार साहब गिव अप कर देंगे, घर में बैठ जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं है, आ गए। तो अब द बीजेपी इज वरीड, दे डोंट वांट अंडर एनी सर्कमस्टांसेस, they don't want under any circumstances for the seats to come down from 41. They need 41 seats from Maharashtra at least, if not 45.
Sir, but if you see, the BJP has dissected the Uddhav Thackeray Sena and Sharad Pawar ji in their main bastions. Konkan, Mumbai Konkan, इस क्षेत्र में बीजेपी ने सभी बड़े नेता को अपने पास अब ले लिया है। Now if you talk the entire dimension of Konkan, right from सिंधुदुर्ग सब पकड़ लो, चाहे राणे हो, केसर को हो, उदय सामंत हो, गोगवले हो, and in Thane, Eknath Shinde. Everyone has been taken over by the BJP. And these are giant leaders. Now, time will tell that they were giant leaders, but if you see Kesarkar and many of the Uday Samant, they have been winning on their own. Though they have won assembly segments all the time on their own. This will be a challenge where MPs are concerned. But they have, on their own, had a very good presence in their own areas. Now, all these people are with the BJP. The second biggest, after Shiv Sena, the United Shiv Sena, BJP was the greatest beneficiary in Konkan, which they had around 27 seats.
G.
So, after Vidarbha, BJP performed very well in Konkan. So, and it was nick and nick, 29 to Shiv Sena, the United Shiv Sena, and 27 to BJP where Konkan and Mumbai is concerned.
Where and please remember here, Pradeep is talking about the assembly segment.
Yeah, yes. Assembly. That gives a basic idea because MPs to clean sweep tha. I mean, the entire, when if you talk about Lok Sabha elections, it was a clean sweep because Shiv Sena and BJP were fighting together. So they had a clean sweep.
लेकिन इस बार प्रॉब्लम क्या होने वाली है क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी is approaching everything from a position of great strength. Earlier what used to happen was the Shiv Sena and the BJP were more or less equal in their negotiations earlier. Now that is not the case because Mr. Eknath Shinde is BJP's puppet, whether you like it or not. I mean, there is no other way of putting it. जहाँ तक एकनाथ शिंदे जी का सवाल है, बावजूद इसके कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी उनको बहुत रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं, हमेशा बोलते हैं एक मुख्यमंत्री है जिसने मेरा सारा काम किया है वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह, लेकिन आज एकनाथ शिंदे जी का वर्चस्व पूरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी पर निर्भर है, भले वो कुछ भी कह दें. He is CM only because of the BJP. That's it. At the end of the day, he will have to do what the BJP tells him to do. Now, so is the case now with Mr. Ajit Dada Pawar. They are really caught in a bind. They can't rebel, they can't revolt, they can't mutiny. Maximum what they can do is to just negotiate what they are doing. क्योंकि 3 seats sir NCP को मतलब
sir,
that's humiliating.
One other thing that I'm seeing is 37 seats if the BJP is going to fight. Are the NCP and Eknath Shinde stalwarts actually going to fight on the BJP ticket?
4 of them.
They might fight on the BJP ticket.
Yes,
because, because all are not giants on their own. So they require the BJP help. Most of them require the BJP help to win.
And BJP requires candidates.
Yes. So it could be that they might agree and most of the BJP, NCP and Eknath Shinde Sena candidates fight on BJP tickets. That was all the time this rumor was going on.
देखिए 4 सीटें जो हैं उस पर निर्णय हो गया है कि एनसीपी के 2 बड़े नेता और शिवसेना के यानी शिंदे सेना के 2 बड़े नेता भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सिंबल पर लड़ेंगे, ये कहा जा रहा है. But we are waiting for the list to come out.
Yes, it's all speculations right now.
We got a list of 195 candidates and we were very surprised to see that Maharashtra did not feature in that particular list. We all expected कि भाई जितने बड़े दिग्गज हैं उनके तो नाम आ ही जाएंगे. अब गडकरी साहब का उसमें नाम नहीं था और ये कहा गया इसलिए नाम नहीं था क्योंकि महाराष्ट्र की लिस्ट नहीं निकली है, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश की भी पूरी लिस्ट कहाँ निकली है. मतलब उत्तर प्रदेश में भी तो है, बहुत कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी जो है अभी तक वैसी की वैसी पड़ी हैं. सो लिहाजा अभी आज की तारीख में द बीजेपी इज गोइंग अबाउट इट वेरी 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 केयरफुली. everything is being measured, everything is being looked at, everything is being inspected and micromanaged. They are working out who has the maximum winnability from which area and which is why BJP is so difficult to defeat in any election. अभी आप देखें तेलंगाना में भी रेवंत रेड्डी साहब बोलते हैं नरेंद्र मोदी जी हमारे बड़े भाई हैं. रेवंत रेड्डी साहब कांग्रेस के चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं. He says Mr. Modi is his elder brother. मतलब
sir, one thing that the Congress will have to substantiate because they don't give a very conclusive and convincing answer to Adani. Bar Rahul Gandhi is lashing out at Adani, but the state chief ministers are dealing with Adani, and the spokesperson are defending it, saying that we have got absolutely क्या बोलते delegation of duty. What is this? आपके main warrior is telling that Adani is a thief. I mean that's what he's telling clear cut कि आप corrupt हो. The BJP is allying with Adani and every chief minister is having, the Congress chief minister is having a deal with Adani, and this Congress spokesperson says no, that's what you call transparency, just प्रकार से होता है.
Now before Mr. Ali Daruwala of the BJP joins us, let me request you kindly subscribe to the channel. चैनल को आप सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें, आपकी मर्जी है. मतलब अगर आप लाइक करें तो लाइक करें, लेकिन सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें चैनल को. और इस बार आप लोगों ने घंटी नहीं बजाई, आई डोंट नो व्हाई दे हैव नॉट रंग द बेल। सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें चैनल को साहब, आपके ऊपर है। लेकिन फिलहाल जहाँ तक बीजेपी का सवाल है, आई थिंक द बीजेपी इज अनस्टॉपेबल राइट नाउ, वेरी फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग। आप मतलब जो मर्जी कर लीजिए, आप इधर से देख लीजिए, उधर से देख लीजिए, कुछ भी विश्लेषण आप कर लीजिए, राइट नाउ in terms of the election, the BJP, I don't think the present lot of the opposition has any strategy at all to stop the BJP. देखिए साहब, सिर्फ अलायंस से आप चुनाव नहीं जीत सकते। जस्ट एन अलायंस कि भाई यहाँ पे आपका कैंडिडेट खड़ा होगा, यहाँ हमारा कैंडिडेट खड़ा होगा। हाउ विल यू एंश्योर से दैट द कांग्रेस वोटर विल वोट फॉर द शिवसेना वोटर? How will you ensure that the Shiv Sena voter will vote for Mr. Sharad Pawar's voter, or Mr. Sharad Pawar's voter or Mr. Sharad Pawar's candidate will get the Congress votes? Now that is possible because Congress NCP after all are just one. Now this, by the way, this logic applies also to the NCP candidates in the NDA. How will you ensure that the BJP and Shiv Sena voters will vote for Mr. Ajit Dada Pawar's candidates? That's the reason why I think just 3 seats are being offered to the NCP.
Sir,
That's the maximum
today,
they can afford to lose.
BJP is working like a disciplined army, well fortified, very prepared for a battle. They are totally very much disciplined and they are working to a plan. And the army kind of discipline that is going on, they are so confident about every moves and maneuvers that they are doing. When to break, when to take, when to move, when to hit, everything is going as per, you can so second by second or minute to minute, they're ready for the battle. In fact, they have got an entire plan, if the elections are held on this particular day, which they themselves know when the elections are going to be there. So they have planned minute to minute how to take on every seat and every seat in this Lok Sabha elections.
So let's ask Mr. Daruwala. Ali Daruwala साहब, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के इस वक्त हमारे साथ हैं। दारूवाला साहब नमस्कार।
Namaskar, Sanjeev sir.
How are you,
Namaskar,
sir?
Nair sir. How are you, sir?
How are you? अब
Pradeep Nambiar, you forgotten my name.
मेरा नाम संजीव कब से हो गया ये मुझे मालूम नहीं है सर। मेरा नाम
Rajiv sir and Pradeep sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Ali Daruwala साहब.
Daruwala Sahib is getting smarter and smarter, and his fantastic
And
attire.
look at his aura.
Yes,
Forget everything else. I can feel
energy, the aura is all changing.
I can feel the aura right here.
And in every debate, he single-handedly takes on the entire opposition. I mean, he blasts them. He's like the RSS, and we talked about battle-ready army, ready to take on the opposition.
So, Daruwala sahab,
Ji.
when do you think the Maharashtra list will be out of the NDA? Bharatiya Janata Party की list कब तक आ जाएगी sir?
Sir, to be very honest with you, the list, the election strategy and all is not an overnight affair. It's been working and we have been working on it for last 1 year. The members that are being selected and elected, as you remember, you used to keep asking me, and 4 months we did a debate on the 5 states that were going on for election. I said it will be a big surprise and it will be taking everybody by a storm. The policy, what I always told you, Honorable Prime Minister has kept in mind is he is going to leave the legacy not to the corrupt, not to the people who are tainted, not people who are embroiled in any kind of corruption. Faces which you have not even heard of, not even seen, who do not even know the P of politics will be handpicked, and there is a different agency who is working at a grassroots level. Those names are not even being surfaced. Even the party, if they think they're at the helm of affairs and they are going to finalize the tickets and the candidates will be rolled out, it's going to take everybody by surprise. And I can assure you, these names are not decided or going to be decided. They are already been decided 6 months to 1 year back. This is what Maharashtra.
So is the name of Mr. Ali Daruwala in that list?
I hope and pray I am not given the opportunity of active politics, because working in the sun, I feel I am needed more over there. I can do a better job. It's not I don't think it's my duty to run a department. It's not my expertise to, you understand, Rajiv sir, what I mean to say, like, given a department of, say, a ex-ministry, why would I like to do? Over here, I can connect the 18 to 20% population in my country.
Because the speculation which is going on right now is that the BJP expects to fight in 37 seats
Correct.
They're willing to give about 8 odd seats to the Eknath Shinde, that is the Shiv Sena, and about 3 seats to Ajit Dada Pawar. Now, looking at the fact that the NCP won exactly 4 seats last time, 3 seats is all right. The United Shiv Sena, which fought in an alliance with the BJP last time, they won 18 seats. So 8 seats, I don't know whether they'll agree or not. But the lion's share of the seats will have to be fought by the BJP. That goes without saying, because you can't afford to lose. Not here, because Maharashtra is the second largest state in the country in terms of the number of members it sends to the Lok Sabha.
Appearing in the
We
assembly,
send
yeah.
48 after 80, which are sent
Correct.
by UP. So you can't afford any, mishap over here. Do you think there might be a mishap here in Maharashtra?
Sir, the symbol lotus is the magic. And I would assure you, people who are coming from the doldrums, who have left the people confused, as you say, there's a big confusion as to who do we vote for finally. But one thing is, Patthar ki lakir, that Modi ji and Lotus is what the Janta Janardan is going to bring. So even if there is a party and there is ambience and they are not sure, they would opt to give the seat to Bharatiya Janata Party because that is a sure shot win. And that's how we are going to get the tally, 48 plus or minus whatever we need to share, because winnability is also the criteria with our alliance partners. And you are seeing the flagships that are being launched day and night. There's no looking back. I told you I will only speak on the 53 flagship programs, and that is enough for me and my party to win the election.
Right, and in the last quarter of 2023, according to the figures, the Indian economy grew by 8.6%. The earlier figure was 8.4, revised to 8.6%,
Correct.
which is
Correct, sir.
absolutely amazing. And now practically all the international rating agencies, including Moody's, including Standard & Poor, everybody is giving India 6.7 to 7.4% growth in this year, which is the highest growth for any large economy. So which means that by this year, by September, October, we would have overtaken Germany as the 4th largest economy in the world. That's amazing.
Yes, Rajiv sir, as far as figures, international economy, and I normally do not take you head on because you are very thorough with your numbers and your comparison. Before coming to the show, I know you do a thorough study, 8.7 and comparison to Germany. Our aim is for next 25 years, where we are targeting at first, second or third. That is asking for too much, but even if we are in the first 3 economies in the world, it is like patting our back. 8.7 is what we have achieved. Now, second thing, I do not mince with my words. What my party needs to look into is the महंगाई.
जी.
Really feel महंगाई की तरफ थोड़ा अगर ध्यान देते हैं, तो there is no looking back. As a common man, as giving job opportunities to the workers
But the
and
view
all that.
from Jan Kalyan Marg, earlier Racecourse Road is different. South Block is
Correct,
completely
sir.
different. Ali
Correct,
Garu wala
correct.
साहब, अब view ये है कि महंगाई को छोड़ दीजिए, महंगाई को छोड़ दीजिए, income बढ़ाइए. Raise the income of people so everybody can afford everything. Now that is the new philosophy which is ruling the roost in the finance ministry
Correct.
as well as the
That
prime
is good
minister's
in a
office.
debate, like, you pat my back and I pat your back. But down, when you see the 100 rupees is the bare minimum earning capacity of an average Indian. But what do
Gee.
you get in 100 rupees? To my party, with folded hands, if ever in any corner, if costs can be cut and महंगाई को थोड़ा अगर somewhere if we can bring it under control.
How?
So there is no looking back
Impossible.
at this government.
You won't be able
this
to do it.
international
But
market.
Darwin-
we-
No, hang on a minute, Pradeep.
It is
Let me
really
finish this.
remarkable,
You
sir.
won't be able to do it. You cannot do it. Let's be very clear. In terms of petrol and diesel prices, you cannot cut the prices right now. You cannot give discounts, etc. Because you will have to give huge subsidies from the central government. We can't afford it. If you want to carry on with your 53 flagship programs, you can't do it. Now, in terms of consumables, if you cut prices here, the farmers earn less. The farmers are already in distress. Wheat, rice, sugarcane, that is sugar, cotton, pulses, tomatoes, वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, peas, that is vatana, what is called over here in Maharashtra.
Kadhanya.
Yes, but the fact is, potatoes, you can't cut prices there. There is no way that you can cut prices because already the farmers are getting so little. The middlemen will certainly get whatever they get right now, and they will pay less to the farmers. So what are you going to do? You can
Rajiv
only,
sir, this is a very healthy debate. Pradeep
you can
sir.
only
I would
increase
like
the
to
income.
really elaborate on this. What are we going to do? Like a non-politician, Rajiv sir, Pradeep sir, I'd like to not mince my words and put it across. It is the Bicholia, where the Honorable Prime Minister is targeting. He's working relentlessly. That man has worked the streets. He has walked the streets in Delhi, Maharashtra, Pune, Bombay. He knows where the money is going. Where is the seepage? It is the traders. I always keep, and I've told you on your show also.
Sir,
I
traders,
request and
sir,
with my
बेचारे
folded
trader
hands,
को क्यों गाली
the
दे रहे हो,
traders
sir?
need
No,
to bring the
Darwin
margins.
Sahab, the
They need to
Congress
work
is
on the
blaming you
margins, sir.
that you are not doing enough for the farmers. Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, they say
Yes,
the
I
farmer
agree.
want to produce bumper crop to export. The farmers want to produce bumper crops to export, but Prime Minister Modi bans export of wheat, rice, sugar, onion and pulses. That's what he say. And then they go to remind you that MSP double करने वाले थे मोदी साहब आप वहां पर भी कुछ नहीं किया. 62 crore farmers are in distress. That is what Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi. Now, yeah, how are you going to do that? और आगे जाके then they turn to Adani. They say he want to benefit the capitalist friends by causing agony to the farmers. That was all.
Pradeep sir, answering to this direct question, see, I told you I take criticism very positively. If he feels that 62 crore farmers in my country are in distress, they are weeping, yes, I agree. Even a rupee, if it is not going to them, that needs to be taken seriously. Yes, I will tell you with my open heart, I can assure you on your national platform, my Prime Minister, our party are very, very sensitive towards farmers. We will work. I will not say that we have done everything and we are the best and it is nothing more beyond we can do this. I would say this is the beginning. There is a lot that needs to be done to the farmers. We are exploring. And I say on your OTT platform with responsibility, I welcome what Mallikarjun Kharge ji and Rahul Gandhi ji says. If we are going wrong somewhere, we can take knowledge from them. We can take knowledge from Honorable Sharad Pawar ji, who are all these people who have put in their life. And if I can better it and if I can reach more better to the farmers, why not? Just for the sake of debating, I will not do that, sir. But we need to work more. MSP, if it can be improved.
But how?
There is a
Kharge is accusing you again that no, this is why is it happening? Because here we got Prime Minister Modi only talking about Modi. Modi का guarantee, Modi का पूरा guarantee यानी guarantee पूरा होने वाला guarantee. Modi why not सरकार की guarantee? Why not BJP का guarantee? Now again what Kharge Sahab is saying that you are slowly after 2024 in case you win, which I think you are going to win, but you are going to turn into a dictator. They say a dictator, autocratic, totalitarian leadership. अभी चुनाव जीतने से पहले ट्रिपल हैट्रिक जीतने से पहले इतना ऑटोक्रेटिक है मोदी हर चीज में मोदी. तो व्हाट इज इट? व्हाई इज एवरीथिंग अराउंड सेंटर्ड अराउंड प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी का गारंटी यानी गारंटी पूरे होने वाले गारंटी.
Correct. Answering to that in a single breath, Honorable Prime Minister has dedicated his life. That man has got no business, no factory, no relatives,
not even a house
on his shoulders.
Not even a house.
Not even a house. Sir, the salaries of the drivers, the girls are paid by the Honorable Prime Minister.
Yes.
When a man who, I too call him a sadhu, sir, I don't call him a politician. I call all the sanghis, these pracharaks as sadhus. The only thing they are not wearing bhagwa. They are, उनकी अगर गारंटी अगर किसी को मिलती है, ना कि कोई politician की, I think that's the word taken. Now coming back to Kharge ji, as saying, मोदी की गारंटी क्यों, सरकार की गारंटी क्यों नहीं? Because the दिशा और दशा, ये दो चीज में अगर आप फर्क देखेंगे, जो कांग्रेस ने ये देश की दशा छोड़ी थी, उसको दिशा देने का काम मेरे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने किया. और जो आदमी दिशा देता है, तो उसके जबान के ऊपर मैंने मेरा 140 करोड़ देशवासी भरोसा रखता है. And we believe in delivering, sir. When I say 10 crore gas connections were given, when I say 4 lakh 4 crore people have got shelter on their heads. So I will not repeat the same. That is done is done. Now what we are going to do in the future. Now we are in 2024. I need to give you the agenda and I need to give you what is my party going to do in the future. Now we have seen the two programs by the ISRO and the DRDO when they were in doldrums. There were no finances. The Prime Minister walked in, he stepped in, and these two agencies, which were on the brink of shutting down, he has made them the flagship bearers of this country. What is going to happen in the future is less me talk. जो हो गया, जो किया छोड़ दो. अब 2024 में हम क्या करने वाले हम कहते.
But in ISRO, you've been very lucky.
आप क्या करने वाले उसके बारे में जरा कुछ तो
let's talk about ISRO for a minute. अली दरवाला साहब, कुछ तारीफ भी कर लेना, तारीफ करने का भी तो मौका दीजिए. Sir, what has happened is 90% of all the European contracts that were there with the Russian Space Agency have been cancelled. They've all come to India. They've all come to ISRO.
Correct.
So ISRO has been a net earner of foreign exchange. जी. और जहाँ तक farmers का सवाल है सर, एक छोटी सी बात है. I still can't figure out how you're going to do it because already I have the latest figures right here. These are Government of India figures. This is the Ministry of Agriculture website. It says that इस बार पैडी की प्राइस जो है, आप ग्रेड ए पैडी की प्राइस जो है, दैट इज 2203 पर क्विंटल, विच इज 22 रुपीज 3 पैसा पर क्विंटल, विच इज द एमएसपी. और जहाँ तक वीट का सवाल है, रबी क्रॉप वीट, हियर वी गो, दिस इज वीट, विच इज 2275. नाउ इट्स एन इंक्रीज ऑफ अबाउट 100 rupees and 200 rupees फ्रॉम लास्ट ईयर. माई पॉइंट इज, हाउ कैन यू अफोर्ड टू गिव मोर? यू कांट, बिकॉज इफ टुडे how much are the farmers asking? For paddy, they're asking for 3,500 and for wheat, they're asking for 4,000. Sir, it is impossible. You can't give it. So I am asking you, how? How will you do it? Sir, पूरा सवाल. अली दरवाला साहब पूरा सवाल सुनते हैं. उसके अलावा there is maize, there is bajra, there is अरहर की दाल, there are so many other things. There are about 27 odd other crops which are also listed where they want MSP. You know, they want the sky, the earth, the moon, the stars, everything. I'm saying, how will you do it? And you cannot get rid of the traders. How will you get rid of the middlemen? They are also your voters. They are also citizens of India. We have to balance everything, which means one small thing. Sir, you are from the RSS. Why don't you, this is just a suggestion, go back to Deen Dayal Upadhyay ji's Antyodaya scheme, which is, by the way, a derivative of Mahatma Gandhi's village as a unit scheme. Start developing the village as a unit, have a cluster of villages, which was the earlier plan, by the way, and discarded very unfortunately by one of my favorite Prime Minister, Pandit Nehru. It was discarded very unfortunately because he just couldn't understand how can this be done. Have a cluster of villages, develop those, see to it that there is no emigration from the village to the city. Unless and until you do that, the next term also, let me tell you this, the third term of the Prime Minister will also see a bigger agrarian crisis than we have today, because the soil quality is going to go down, there will be more floods, there will be more earthquakes, and there will be farmers sitting right outside Delhi even in Mr. Modi's third term, unless and until you wake up today. Ali Darwala Sahab, please.
On my limited knowledge on farming, MSP and on this, what I would understand as a layman, as a bird's view, this economy in our country is an agrarian economy. I feel what Honorable Prime Minister was going to do with the farmers bill, had it been passed, we had these big players coming, setting up their warehouses, and the farmers had their free will of selling their products. In fact, this manufacturers, if I'm wrong, you can correct me, sir.
Sir, that ship has sailed. We talk about now. That's gone.
Yeah, but it's in the pipe. It is going to happen, sir.
It won't happen.
MSP. Why does the government has to give a minimum support price? Why doesn't the farmer has the free will to go to the market?
Because MSP is there all over the world.
Bidder?
Sir, even in America, the corn crop is bought at a certain price by the US government. That's how all these big farmers are able to survive. The beef, cost of beef, all these huge ranchers all over Texas, all over Arizona, all over Alabama, in the entire central Bible belt as it is called, they survive only because of government subsidies. You cannot survive otherwise. Farming is not a profitable profession anymore. So you need to go back to what Deen Dayal Upadhyaya ji said. I don't understand. This is an RSS government. Why is the RSS not insisting go right back to your roots? Ali Darwala sahab, please. I would like your answer.
Sir, it's too soon. Rajiv sir, it is too soon to take such a big step because 60% of our Indian population are engaged into farming. And if we take a knee-jerk reaction and we say like we are not going to buy your product, you go back, you do that.
We never said not buy your product.
Tuesday
I am
market,
saying
Thursday
start
market,
developing
as
the
used to happen
villages.
in good olden days.
Sir, I am saying instead of concentrating on coastal roads and metros, why don't we start developing the villages? Maybe,
So if you just allow me,
there can be a
Rajiv, sir.
greater budget for rural development. These are the people who are the spinal cord and the backbone of this country, and we are neglecting them.
Correct. If you just allow me,
Please, go ahead, sir.
allow me 30 seconds to explain.
Why
to
30
you,
seconds?
Rajiv, what is the,
Sir, this is
what
your
is the
show.
Prime Minister's
Ali
project?
Darwala
What is the
sahab,
Prime
this is your
Minister's
show. You
dream?
take your time. Ji.
Yeah, what the Prime Minister's dream is, if you can just understand, it's a long drawn thing. It cannot happen overnight. Sir, the corridors that have been made, like from Bombay to Delhi, if you see, along with those, as you said, why are these expressways made? Along with these expressways, there are corridors that have been made. So the movement of agriculture produces right from Punjab, it can come to Delhi. From Delhi, it can go
Comes
down
even now.
south to the last man. If you see, just wait, just let the third term start. All these flagship programs are in the fag end. When this movement of the produce starts, when they start fetching good price for their product, Rajiv sir, Pradeep sir, you will see a storm. जो लाट आएंगी sir, just give me 5 to 6 months and you will see the breakthrough. You don't think Prime Minister is not aware? There are think tanks who are working, and the 60% of this country where the population is an agrarian population, we need to address. They need to be happy. As I told you, there are only 3 people: महिला, गरीब और फार्मर्स. जो शेतकरी बोलते हैं ना हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर,
जी.
ये मेरी जनता है, इनके लिए ही मैं काम करता हूँ सर.
It won't work.
मेरा भारत
It
मेरा
won't work, sir.
परिवार.
I am saying so. I am saying so from my 42 years experience as a journalist
Sir,
and having worked with people like Nanaji Deshmukh.
yeah.
I can tell you it won't work. You have to look to the village. Let me tell you this. I was really and truly hopeful.
We are not disputing what you're saying. That, you know, good old lovely method where you used to have the Monday market, Tuesday market. When you go to
I'm
the
not even
villages-
saying that. I'm not even saying that. All I'm saying is provide all the facilities that are supposed to be provided to the villages. Most of your budget at the moment, 80% of the budget is going for urban development. It is not going for rural development, which by the way is the antithesis of what Deen Dayal Upadhyaya ji said. That's all I'm saying. Go back to your roots. Go back to Gandhi. That's it. And I'm so happy, by the way, that Pragya Singh Thakur has not been given a ticket. पर प्रदीप जी आपको याद होगा जब उन्होंने नथुराम गॉडसे की तारीफ करी थी और गांधी जी को उन्होंने गाली दी थी, मोदी जी ने कहा था मैं कभी माफ नहीं करूंगा. आज वो खुद बोलती है मोदी जी ने कहा था मुझे माफ नहीं करेंगे और माफ नहीं किया. मानना पड़ेगा साहब. Hats off to Mr. Modi. Let me tell you this. Hats off to
Sir,
him.
there is an educated lot like you and me who sit over coffee table and think people, the message is going where it has to go. And things are not
ये
going
देखिए
to
साहब,
be
दारूवाला साहब अब
unnoticed.
मेरी कॉफी का मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं. देखिए क्या है सर. Sir, why are you laughing at my
I
coffee,
definitely
sir?
call you and myself the coffee table
No,
people.
no,
But
Darwala
very
sahab,
few like you and me
Modi
have
ji
got
has-
to make the change in the market.
Modi
sir.
ji has converted another adversity to opportunity. Talk on parivar, he said, पूरा भारत मेरा परिवार, मेरा भारत मेरा परिवार. Every adversity you are converting into opportunity, and you get an adversity before every election, and you convert that into opportunity. Right from खून की खेती, then चौकीदार चोर है, you know, चाय वाला, and now
मौत का सौदागर.
no परिवार, no परिवार.
मौत का
Now,
सौदागर.
what is this fascination about converting these adversities into opportunities?
Fantastic. Really
मेरा
fantastic.
भारत मेरा परिवार. दारुवाला साहब.
Who thought of this one, by the way?
Yeah, Pradeep
whose
sir is
thought is this?
following the campaigning very closely. I can tell you the four atrocities that were created on my prime minister. I call it atrocities. As to after the Godra, they were called Maut ka Saudagar.
Yes.
Prime Minister climbed
खून की
each
खेती.
hurdle that is thrown to him. That speed breaker becomes his take off. As I always told you, इनकी जितनी यात्रा निकली है उतना ज्यादा पॉपुलैरिटी बीजेपी को मिली है. The bombardment that was done to my prime minister has only made him glorify. Whatever came, the Notbandi, the COVID, the Maut ka Saudagar, and there was another fourth thing that they went on my honorable
Chai,
prime minister.
chai wala.
Has only
चाय वाला.
Sorry? Chai wala.
चौकीदार चोर
All
है.
things have made him into a better seasoned man. इसे जितनी
जी।
मैं गाली खाता हूँ उतना मुझे आशीर्वाद मिलता है.
जी। अच्छा दारोवाला साहब, चलते चलते एक छोटी सी बात है। मैंने क्योंकि नानाजी देशमुख का नाम दिया, हम तो उनके साथ बहुत साल काम कर चुके हैं नानाजी देशमुख के साथ, पूरी गोइटर बेल्ट में
They're stalwarts, sir.
सर गोंडा में काम किया हम लोगों ने उनके साथ पूरी, बिकॉज ऑफ आयोडीन डेफिशिएंसी पीपल यूज्ड टू सफर फ्रॉम गोइटर, फ्रॉम थायराइड, फ्रॉम ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ
Seriously.
यस। अभी जाकर के उनकी वजह से ही इज नॉट गिवन इनफ क्रेडिट, इवन दो ही वाज ऑनर्ड in Mr. Modi's last term. It was absolutely fantastic. सर उनका एक स्लोगन था which was also adopted by the RSS, हर खेत में पानी, हर हाथ को काम. I thought Modi ji, who has also worked with Nanaji Deshmukh by the way, I thought that would be his mantra in this term. I hope it will be the mantra next term. Darwala sahab, your thoughts?
सर मोदी जी का जो मंत्र है, मागल त्याला काम इन महाराष्ट्र, जो मांगेगा उसको काम मिलेगा.
जी.
अंडर मनरेगा एंड द जल युक्त शिविर in Maharashtra, we have gone and we have distributed, and the time has come. Like you see, we are already in the beginning of March. Only 2 more months are there, and the water tables are sufficient. The borewells are going to work, and we are going to actually see on the ground what Honorable Devendra Fadnavis ji did in the last 5 years. And when the water tables are stable and the election that we are going to go in, had there been a turmoil, there would have been a flashback, and it would have
Except
taken
for
us
the fact
to
there's going to
defeat
be a
the
water cut
election.
in Mumbai because of the deep cleaning going on right now. In any event, Darwala साहब, great pleasure talking to you. All the very best. लेकिन सर आप सिर्फ 3 सीट दे रहे हैं सर अजीत दादा पवार को, वो बड़ा अपने आप को बेइज्जत महसूस कर रहे हैं सर. He feels very insulted. क्या कर रहे हैं सर आप ये? मतलब
Definitely, the sentiments have been passed on. Bawan Kore Saab is working there, landed up in Delhi with Tatkare Saab and all that.
जी.
It will be ironed out. Let's wait and watch.
BJP gets
Nobody-
37, Eknath Shinde ji gets 8 and Mr. Ajit Dada Pawar gets only 3. मतलब ये क्या है सर?
And-
वो भी बारामती वेस्टर्न महाराष्ट्र
And you might surprise us by giving BJP tickets to NCP candidates. Or is it like that? We all find some stumped one day that some top leaders are fighting on BJP tickets.
ऑन बीजेपी सिंबल.
Yes.
बीजेपी के सिंबल पे कमल के ऊपर लड़ रहे हैं सब लोग, ऐसा है क्या कुछ?
Why not? It is not the candidate who's got the ticket. It is the people of that constituency who have got ticket, who
Right,
can
wonderful.
represent them and give them nyay.
So in
And
your
actually,
opinion,
न्याय
out
की
of
यात्रा यहाँ से शुरू होती है बीजेपी से.
in your opinion, out of 48 seats in Maharashtra, how many are you going to get?
Sir, very pragmatic. I think 30-35 plus should be comfortable for us, sir.
30-35 plus for BJP or for all three?
All combined together, sir.
35. Last time you got 41.
Correct.
That's a come down. That's a real
Correct.
come
You
down.
know, there is a little bit incumbency. The old stalwarts are unhappy. Like, what is this? New faces have come in. So that all needs to be ironed out. But to be on the very safe side, 35 is what we should float comfortably in Maharashtra.
Wow, lovely. You're a great man. Thank you so much, Ali Darwala sir. Great pleasure.
Thank you, Rajiv sir. Thank you, Pradeep sir.
Thank you very
Jai
much.
Hind, Jai
You
Maharashtra.
got our name
Jai
right.
Shri Ram.
Thank you.
Jai
Jai Shri
Shri
Ram
Ram.
sir. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you very much. प्रदीप जी, वो जो बात कर रहे थे ना कि इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने वेयर हाउस बना लिए, ये कर लिए, वो कर लिए, वो डील ये थी कि भाई आप जो अपनी ज़मीन है वो इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट को दे दो एंड यू विल बिकम एन एम्प्लॉई ऑफ मिस्टर अडानी और एनीबडी एल्स हु वांट्स टू कम इन. आई डोंट नो वेदर मिस्टर अडानी इज स्टिल इंटरेस्टेड. आई डोंट थिंक ही विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टेड एनीमोर. इस वक्त नीलेश भोसले साहब हमारे साथ हैं.